All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. So tonight we're going to be talking about wines. You know, I love wine. We're going to talk about where it comes from, type of things you can do or eat with it, what was a great occasion for it. And also maybe we get into some black owners that actually are winemakers.
And maybe some health benefits and, like you said, maybe some foods we can eat with it, types we like, and, why we drink it. Just different things. Maybe we can see where this goes. So, okay.
Okay, so tell me, what's your favorite wine for a relaxing night at home?
I prefer red wine all the time. I mean, I like a good white wine too, but most of the time it has to be a Scuppernong. If you know what that is.
A little bit.
It's the white version of the muscadine grape. It's called a golden Scuppernong, and it's a little bit sweeter. And it's I think that one has more antioxidants than the actual red one. Okay. So, but if you ask me personally, I prefer the red because I think it's smoother and I think it makes more blends. Okay. What about you?
But what type of red? Like, are you more of a Pinot Noir type of guy?
I like sweet wines.
Oh, you like sweet red wines?
I prefer sweet red wines. Not the dry ones. They don't go down too well. I need more. I need fruit. I need it sweet because it's weird. I like spicy crackers and stuff with my wine. Okay. You know what I mean?
That's a good comparison.
I like a mixture of flavors.
So they say Merlot is the easiest red wine to drink for first-time drinkers. I know they come in many different flavors, like they do black cherry sometimes and plum mixed in it. Do you also like that kind?
I think the base wine most people should start with is Cabernet. Okay. You can drink it, you can cook with it. It's a very versatile wine. It goes down fairly easily. That's just what I believe.
Is Cabernet kind of dry, right?
Yeah, in a way. But as a starter wine to get you into it, is like I said, you can use it for so many things that you can't. Yeah, like I said, you can use it since you can use it for cooking. Most likely, you're probably gonna mix it with some. You're probably gonna fruit it. You're gonna throw some oranges in it, some lemons or something in it. Like I said, you can make that what you wanted. That's how I feel about that. Working in the restaurant business for so long, making lamb sauce. For example.
With the Cabernet.
That takes Cabernet. Yeah. That takes how do you pronounce that? Sauvignon?
Yep.
I use that so many times. I never knew how to pronounce that word. Like ever.
No.
I'm like, and I took French. So I have no idea how to pronounce that word. I can pronounce Cabernet all day long.
Yeah, you got to write Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignon.
Yeah,
okay.
Sauvignon. So they said this is the best wine to use with red foods. So I guess that's where the lamb come in, the steak. Oh, pretty great. So Pinot Noir. What's the difference between that one and a Cabernet?
You probably got me stumped on that one. What'd your research say?
Everything. Well, I guess this one is it says it's great for lamb, chicken, salmon. Has a round texture.
You know what? I can see that because a lot of times, you ever watch Hell's Kitchen or those little cooking shows like that? A lot of times they'll tell you when those like fancier fish dishes or something like that. They're like I served it with a side of Pinot Noir or Grigio or whatever sauce on the side. And so I'm guessing it works really good with poultry, and fish and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure it's probably good to drink with it on the side as well if it works well with sauces.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
Sounds great to me. I'm more of a white wine drinker. I love a sweet red. I think the best sweet red I've ever had was by Oakleaf. So it's a cheaper brand, but it's really good.
Cheaper brands are I think they're slept on a little bit. Yellowtail's fine.
Right. Yellowtail's great.
Okay, I wouldn't recommend boxed wine.
Okay.
Like most of those are for cooking because you can just buy them in bulk and use them for all kinds all kinds of recipes.
Great storage.
Yes, easy. You can just stuff it in the cabinet or something like that. But those cheaper ones that you can find, they're a lot better than people give them credit for.
Right. So I've always thought about that, though. Even though the brand is a little bit more expensive of the same type of wine, do you think that you get a better taste because it's a little bit more expensive? It doesn't matter.
It's probably just a matter of how much effort okay, you're going to pay more for the ones that you get from the winery.
Right.
Simply because of
It could be imported.
Because because of the manpower and all the stuff they put into it. Like you've been to Vineyards before. You've seen how the operation goes. There's probably going to be more expensive for those simply because of everything that they put into doing all that. And plus you're paying for the experience.
Right.
And then like any branding, you're paying for the name. But the cheaper ones, I'm guessing it's probably not as like elaborate a process or
much quicker.
Yeah, I believe it's
they
probably
have to sit in those barrels for years.
Yeah, I mean that depends on when what your rotation is. I mean, what do you prefer? You said a sweet white. You don't prefer any other ones?
I love a Moscato, and
my wife loves Moscato.
Moscato. I love Moscato, and I'm just starting to get into the muscadine wines. So I'm really exploring the different type of grapes that they use with it. I love it. So when it comes to Moscato wine, Moscato. When it comes to muscadine wine, it doesn't really seem like it varies between red or white. It just kind of have different levels of it. Okay,
like I said, you can do more with the red grapes because I've found now a lot of the this ties into the health benefits thing, right. But I found out a lot of the red wines, people are adding more flavors to them, like
fruity flavors.
Yeah, there's like the last winery I went to in Vales called Woodmill. They've got a blueberry wine. And they're actually coming out with a strawberry wine this weekend, I believe.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they got I got the email the other day. It's their little strawberry fest. They're debuting it and also those different fruits. They have different health benefits for them. Well, to combine with the muscadines as well. So, I believe, like I said, I believe the red muscadine grape is a bit more
flavorful.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit more versatile, so you can add more. 'Cause, I mean, to be honest, you know that saying we got blacker the berry, sweeter juice.
Oh yeah,
you know what that is. So, I mean, the darker the fruit, the better it's going to be for you. So,
okay. Also flavor wise, so does it make it a little bit more bitter because it's a darker?
You know what? I believe I tried the blueberry one. Blueberries are kind of tart anyway.
Yeah.
So anytime you adding blueberries to anything,
you want to find a way to sweeten
it. When you press them down to their rawest form, sometimes it can be a bit bitter.
Yeah.
It depends. Also depends on when you pick them. So I've tasted sweet blueberries, but for the most part they're tart. So if you're already adding a certain amount of sugar to it, it should probably cover that up.
Even it out.
Yeah, it should even it out in a way. Those muscadines, I consider them a super fruit at this point. I mean, they're loaded with antioxidants. So many different things I was seeing on the net today. I mean, like I said, tons of antioxidants, but that's mainly in the white ones. It's the red ones that have all the extra benefits or something. I think they were saying it's like
heart benefits.
Heart, immune system.
This is the kind they say where you can have at least one glass while you're pregnant, which I wouldn't do, but
I wouldn't do that either.
I know your baby don't want to drink wine.
No, it's still got alcohol in it,
right?
But
and is that content of alcohol? Is it come from because of the aging of the grapes?
Yes,
you think so?
Yeah, majority of that's coming because they put them out in the sun. I mean, because naturally, any type of fruit, when you leave it, anytime it's uncovered or anything, it has a tendency to ferment anyway, and that brings out the natural, the natural alcohol in it, regardless. So, and you got to think about it. They dry those grapes out a long time.
Right.
So the longer you leave it out in that sun, covered, of course, it's going to draw more out of it regardless. So, and then, natural alcohol. Think about that.
Like oranges, for example. They kind of give you the same effect.
Yes.
Apparently, there's more than 15 black winemakers. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I did not know that. 'Cause, if you just Google wineries or vineyards in North Carolina, you come up with 133, but majority of them, the mainstream ones, you read about the families, you can just read them, you can tell they're white.
Our most common families, right?
Yeah.
They are the ones in the front lines.
I did not know that.
Actually, I looked up a couple of people online. A lot of them are I guess a lot of vineyards or grape yards are on the West Coast, maybe, like California, Oregon. Seems like most of them are over there. So there's one of them called Brown Estate. It was a husband and wife company. They started back in the 1980s. So now their children actually run the winery.
I love hearing stuff like that.
I love it. So this is 2018. This will put them at 38 years in the business.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So they're in Napa Valley, which is California.
That's California. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so they just came out with their 20th vintage Zinfandel. Zinfandel. I don't know how to feel about a Zinfandel. Why?
You know what? It's kind of like how would you put that? Like think of your most like expensive beer.
Okay.
Think that Zinfandel is probably because of the name of it. It sounds cool.
Right.
It sounds like you know what?
Just pinky razor.
Exactly. It's one of those. Whenever I hear the name, when I hear that name, that's exactly what I hear.
Now, this is not what Nikki Parker drinks on the Parkers, right?
Yeah.
She had Alizé.
She had Alizé? Okay.
She had Alizé. So is Alizé a type of wine? I think you actually get it with liquor stores, in liquor stores now. Okay.
You know, I might have to Google that. I might have to Google that one.
Want to see, what's the difference between Alizé and Zinfandel? I'm not even going to lie. My favorite brand of wine is the 7-Eleven Pink Moscato, or the white one.
That little 4-pack?
Not the Barefoot, but they actually have a brown.
Barefoot's awesome.
Barefoot is awesome.
Barefoot's pretty good.
One thing I first learned about wines was percentage. So I was always told, look at the percentage. The higher the percentage, I guess the better feeling it has. So sometimes, I always want to drink wine and get drunk.
Right. You know what? Wine doesn't do that for me though, because that's what
you never had an intoxicated moment.
That's what beer does to me.
I can't get drunk off beer.
That's what beer does to me. I mean, I can drink wine all night long.
Really?
And I'm good. I mean, I'm bigger than you.
That's true.
I mean, my wife's 109 pounds. She drinks a glass of wine and she's
tipsy. Okay, great.
No good. So anyway, I can handle a bit more. But I'm like, beer, it goes straight to my head. That's probably why. That's probably the main reason I stopped drinking beer and I went to wine. So I'm just like, I might be the only guy at the bar with wine and wings. So
that's a great combination. Wine and wings, guys.
I mean, I like spicy food anyway.
Mm-hmm. I love spicy food.
I love spicy food. Spicy food's awesome.
Do you like seafood?
I'm allergic to seafood.
Oh man, salmon, shrimp.
I am allergic to seafood.
Shellfish, or just all seafood?
All seafood. It started out as shellfish allergy, then it evolved into other things. Oh
man, I feel so bad for you.
Well, you don't want to see me die, do you?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
We don't have any EpiPens around.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to see me die. So that would be traumatic.
No, what am I going to tell your wife? Look, we were doing a podcast.
And I brought in some shrimp. He did, I force fed it to him. No, that would be horrible.
That would be horrible.
Sidebar, people. Don't worry about it.
I usually always look for a 8% is a little bit lower. I always try to go something for 10 or better.
You know what? I can handle 12.
Yeah, definitely.
I can handle 12. I mean, I think that's the average anyway, a lot of times. So if you go higher than that, you're probably getting into,
little trouble.
Little danger territory. 12 I can handle. I mean, I can drink a whole bottle of 12.
So if you're walking around Harris Teeter or Total Wine and you're looking for a wine for tonight, what is the first thing you do when you pick up that bottle?
The first thing I do? Well, of course, you look at the percentage.
Look at the percentage.
You always look at the percentage.
First.
Percentage, but of course I'm going to go for something red, and then of course I'm going to make sure it's not dry, and I got to make sure, if it's got to be at least semi-sweet.
What I love now is they have these grids on the back of the wine.
Yeah.
It tells you how sweet or dry it is.
I think that's a lot of the ones that you see at Total Wine. They have those.
Yeah.
You won't see a lot of that at the Walmart.
No, not Walmart.
You won't see a lot of those at the cheap wine at Walmart.
Maybe Harris Teeter though. I'm actually seeing on a lot now with the grids. So maybe it's something like the calories. Now they start putting calories on all the food. So
everybody wants to know. Everybody wants nutritional information.
Yeah,
everybody wants that now. Everybody's trying to get slim and trim and cut down on.
And I think
calories.
wine is kind of it's kind of an empty calorie, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's got it's got a lot of fiber. Because of the grapes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's where a lot of the filling comes from.
Fullness.
Yeah, that actually fills you up.
Right.
It comes from the fiber that's in the grapes. If you're getting a grape based wine. So yeah. So I mean, I think it's a good addition to anybody's diet. I think it is. I mean, there's mixed feelings a lot of times about the actual benefits of it. I mean, you might Google one story, it'll tell you it's got all these benefits. Then you Google another story, they'll say, oh, that's BS.
Yeah.
But yeah.